It's 9 o'clock, and today in the episode of State of the Market, we're gonna change it up a bit. We have Carmen Martinez from Country Financial
Yes,
Insurance.
you got it right. Yes, good morning, Aaron.
Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah,
It is a pleasure.
Thank you. But this time around, we're gonna switch it. We're gonna make it a little more. I'm gonna say maybe fun. In the segment of State of the Market, we talk about real estate, what's going on in the real estate world. We're gonna talk about little things about that here and there, what's going on.
Yes.
But the reason we're gonna switch it up, we're gonna make it about.
You.
Yep, you got it. You got it. You stole
Yes.
the words out of my mouth.
Yep, we're going to make it about Aaron today. I get the pleasure to interview you today.
So thank you. That way we change it up a bit so people don't get bored of listening to the same stuff.
Yeah.
And if people are wondering what got me into it, then thank you. So
Yeah,
take it away.
Definitely. I mean, I think it is a good pleasure. It's a pleasure to do this, as well as you always are interviewing everybody. So people need to know who Aaron is and what he does other than this podcast. So you're a real estate agent, correct?
Correct.
How many years?
I started in 2019, so 6.
Nice.
6. I can do
Right
math.
in right in COVID.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Right before.
So what motivated you to do real estate, especially in COVID?
Well, it was 1 year before COVID. 1 year before COVID, 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I know. It was a lot of factors. Kind of to sum it up, kind of want to take on all the time with just one answer. So just a little background story. My other job is in the health profession.
Nice. Okay.
And healthcare and all that stuff. So at the moment, I've been doing my God, I don't know, I think 8-9 years.
So you
And
needed to do a switch.
I started that when I was 23, I want to say.
People are gonna be doing the math. How old is Aaron?
Yeah, 50. No, I'm kidding. So a special person told me, you know what, you're gonna get tired of doing that. Strains in your body. Right now you're young, you don't feel it, but just wait.
After the years, it starts setting in.
Yeah, and told me, you know what, I see you being a good salesperson. And I'm like, what? Salesperson?
Yeah,
I don't like salespeople. So I'm like, whatever. I don't know what this person is talking about. But every time that person will put it on my mind,
Keep
put it
pushing you
on
to do it.
my mind.
Nice.
Until one day I'm like, you know what? I think I'll be good at it. And also at that time, my body started to hurt more. My joints, my back, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to do this. And once I was going through the whole course of the real estate course.
Yeah, getting licensed, training.
I never actually picture myself like what I'm going to do with it. But I knew for sure I need to make it. That was the only thing in my mind. Like, I need to make it.
I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, because the other option is being in my other job at keeping that full-time pace forever. And I'm like, no, this is not sustainable.
So now, since you are in that role, do you still see yourself as a salesperson, or do you see yourself more as you are actually helping people get their dream house? You're helping them like through that whole process and seeing how excited they are when they go see it. Like, do you still see it like that you're a salesperson, or do you see it more now it's you have more heart in it, I guess you could say?
So maybe after my third transaction, I realized we as realtors, and I can only speak for myself.
Right.
That's what I realized. Like, we're not just a salesperson. We're like the middleman holding everything together.
Yeah.
We're like the big microphone, communicating stuff to the attorney back to the client, loan officer. And then if we add another barrier, in this case, I work with mostly Hispanic community, a lot of Spanish speaking who maybe their English is not the best. So all of a sudden I'm doing all that too. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm not just a salesman, because if I was just a salesman, I'm like, all right, here's the house, here's the contract, sign it, boom, don't get a hold of me, don't call me, and that's it. No, and I'm like, wow, I feel like
you're actually making a difference.
Yeah, so that's all of a sudden where I'm like, I don't need to be that salesman that I want to say most of the public think we are.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I mean, there's parts of it, but we guide the families towards that goal they're trying to accomplish, either on the selling or buying aspect.
That's good that you mentioned about the Hispanic community, how you help them as well. The Hispanic community, it's always a little bit harder to gain their trust, especially when you're putting, their whole trust in this process. It's, you're leading them blind. How do you break that barrier to like have them trust you other than all the other real estate agents around you?
That's a really good question. I only try to be myself. I mean, I know it sounds simple, but yeah, I just try to be myself. If I don't know something about a question they ask, I'm like, let me ask the attorney, let me ask the loan officer. I'm making, well known that yes, I'm someone who can help you, but if I'm not, I don't know, I'm not gonna guide you wrong.
That's good.
I try to explain the contract, everything in detail, or now let's say with the new NAR settlement that it's going to be a year now that went into effect. Now with that new other obstacle or aspect of the real estate industry, I tell them why that thing is in place and how it became about it. I'm just not telling them, oh, here's a contract, sign it, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's an extra aspect where, you gain their trust. So
That's
try
good.
to be as transparent as possible also.
That's good. Yeah, I could imagine. I know, especially in this industry, there's so many scammers and people will try to sell you your dreams and hopes, and at the end of the day, it's not that. So that's very nice that you do actually go and you explain to them the process. Like right now, the way that everything is right now in the industry, a lot of people right now are saying that it's not a good time to buy because of interest rates, and there's not a lot of houses. The interest rates are going to drop. The interest rates are going to drop. What can you tell the people? Is it a good time to shop? Is there ever a bad time to shop for a house?
So that's more of a question I like loan officers
your
answering.
Opinion. Yeah.
But I will always say, don't wait if you have everything together. Credit score, savings, your employment, your job. If you have everything lined up, don't wait, because
you can always refinance as well.
Yes, later. Especially now when things are so high.
Yeah.
And let's say they even go more higher. And if you buy now, 4 years down, you're like, oh my God, I should have bought back then.
With inflation just kicking everybody's butt right now.
And the big thing is that we cannot live in the what if. What if this, what if that, we can always make a lot of assumptions. We cannot live like that. I always say, if you have everything lined up and you're tired, sharing the apartment, sharing the other side of, the wall, make the move, because then later, let's say the rates do fall, then you can refinance and do during that time, 2, 3, 4 years, you already gain equity. Equity is what you have gain as wealth in that house. So Yes.
Then that's a good benefit. That's good. A little fun fact that I did find out. I did do my research, and right now the interest rate is roughly around what?
6-ish.
So in 1981, people were paying over 18% to buy a home.
I know.
18%.
That's crazy. Yes, that's crazy.
And it wasn't as like inflation wasn't as high as it is today. So imagine like how they did it.
Yeah.
And how, I see a lot of jokes and they're like, I should have bought a house when I was 5 because the interest rate and everything was so good. I think you are spot on. You should buy right now if you do have everything together, especially that you can refinance and you can, get a little bit lower rate because you don't know if you're going to get that same house or if there's even going to be any more houses available because everything is just going sky high.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that point up. Because I like to inform myself and do a lot of research. And sometimes there's little video clips here and there. Now with social media, you can get all of that. Yeah, back in the 80s, there were 18, 15, 13%. But also homes were maybe 30, 40K, 50K. But just to put things into perspective, back then, also the minimum wage was lower.
Yeah.
And it was a lot back then. But if you were able to get something during that time, maybe 13 years went by until maybe 94, 93, when all of a sudden rates dropped to, I don't know, 8 or 10. But during that time, those homes that were maybe 50 or 40K, now they were in the hundreds.
The increase in value. So people had a lot of equity.
Yes. Not all those people, they were able to refinance. So if we can put that and on during these times, I'm not saying it's going to happen the same thing.
Right, because we don't know how the market's going to go.
Yeah, it's going to go. But if it does, you will gain a lot of equity, just like those people who bought back in the 80s. And so anyways.
Yeah, definitely.
End of my conversation with that. But
all right, let's make it a little bit fun. I want to know. I know you visit a lot of houses. I know you see different houses. Tell me the wildest story when you went to go look at a house.
Oh man. Oof.
I want to hear.
There's one that really stands out in my mind. I want to make it what's the word?
Short and sweet?
Short and sweet, because cannot really tell everything in detail. So this was at a townhouse in Romeoville.
Okay.
Right behind, there's a Jewel Oscar right on Weber Road.
Okay, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so when we, as real estate agents, we book an appointment, there's an app that Main Street of Realtors, there's a board. They provide those tools. So we type in the address, and then they tell us the time it's available to show it, especially if there's tenants living in it.
Oh, okay.
They will show which times are available. So I click the time. Remember right now, I can't remember. It was 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Can't remember, but it was in summertime. I do remember that. And I get the confirmation. Yes, you're good to go. Okay. Then I also text the leasing agent. Hey, just FYI, it's approved. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah. And I like to be early during my showings if I can. In this case, I was able to be early, maybe 10 minutes early. Just kind of to get myself familiarized with the area.
Yeah.
I go, just looking outside. And then I'm like, I might as well open the door. But I knock. I could see like there's maybe people in there, but I knock just to be sure because it is tenant occupied. And no one comes. Then there's a little lockbox. Again, we use another app to open the lockbox. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Keys. And my people are not there yet. My family's not there yet. I open the door, and I guess the tenants were having a little bit too much fun, and there were too much lovey-dovey, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. So it was a two-story.
That's why they did not open that door.
Yeah, it was a two-story home, and Yeah, I could hear them. They were upstairs, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
You closed that door quick. I could imagine.
I closed it right away, but then when I turned into to the back, shut the door, and then when I look outside, there my family's there. I'm like with the shocked face, and they're like, "What's wrong, Aaron?" I'm like, "No, nothing. Oh, I'm just here early. Thank you that you guys are here too." And they're like, "Okay, is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay. Actually, I just closed the door, but let me open it again." But I'm like, I think the tenants are there, so that's why I kind of shut it, And they're like,
give them some privacy.
Okay, but then they're like, "Okay, don't worry, let me just look around too." And I was like, "Oh my God."
That's hilarious.
So.
Yeah, I think that is one of the that takes the book.
Yeah.
That's
and
hilarious.
Jose Pais, he's laughing. Yeah, that's what happened. You people might think I'm making this up, but no.
So
no, I couldn't.
Did you see the tenants face to face? Like once you.
So again, I want to make it short and sweet. Then they were done. And then I'm like, hello, and I had to present myself, introduce myself, and then all of a sudden you hear the guy like, "Oh, someone is here," and he comes down the stairs with a towel, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm so on. Did your leasing agent told you or the owner of the house told you I was gonna be here?" "No." Oh my God! Well, that explains it.
So what did we learn? That we gotta knock super hard every time you go to a home occupied?
And then they're like, "Okay, let me get ready."
That's hilarious.
And then he goes upstairs, and you could hear everything.
He's probably like, "They heard us and this and that."
They didn't say that, but yeah, you could see their expression on their face.
The same expression you had.
Like, they heard us.
That's hilarious. All right. So now I want to do a little segment called This or That. Okay, with your real estate. You just tell me what you like more.
Okay.
New build homes or historical homes?
There's I want to say there's
no one or the other.
One or
the other. We're not doing together.
Okay. I want to say new.
New build. Okay. Yeah. That new build smell.
But if I can say, it's because there's like a unique thing about each house. That's the way I look at it sometimes.
Yes, because I think before the historical homes had more like
character.
Yes.
Like I don't know, they
like
have something like
so much.
Not that the new ones they don't, but they have like a extra love like the old ones.
Yeah.
And especially like the wood. It's like the really nice wood. Well, I like wood. Sometimes people don't, but I like that. But with all that now, if you get a historical house and you wanna live in it, you will have to do a lot of updating.
Yeah.
And
the electrical, the plumbing.
Oof.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like new.
Okay, open house or price showing?
Price showing.
Do you like to be on the buying side or the selling side?
That's a hard question, because there's like
the ups and downs for both.
Yeah, there's your pros and your cons, and we're trying to both reach the same outcome, like your goal.
Yeah.
Sell, buy, and it's a lot of like informing the clients, like, hey, you cannot just list it high because you think it's high, and that's what it's worth. No, it's what the comparables in the market is asking, and according to the condition of your house, and then we're gonna go buy. If they haven't bought in a while, by a while I mean 5 years or more, pre-COVID, if they bought before COVID and then the market over there was different, they might be like, all right, the house is $250, but I'm going to offer $200. I'm like, bro.
That's not how it works anymore. Unfortunately, yeah. Everybody will outbid you.
I don't know. I was saying this kind of market, maybe listing side, but I've done a lot of buying. And
I guess the experience, is it nicer like when you help a customer buy their home and you see how excited they are and they start visualizing like, oh, our kids can be playing here in the living room. This is going to be like, their room. We're going to do this. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
All right. From your other answer, I think I know what this would be. Fixer upper or ready to move in?
Again, I don't know. I'm so not. Again, if I was super handy, I'll get a fixer upper. But I'm not. As you can tell, your husband helped me with my place.
Yes.
Shout out to him, Danny.
Thank you.
But I'm not, so I'll say moving ready.
All right. Do you like early morning showings or late night showings?
Neither. I like them right in the middle. Yeah.
Midday?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you like to do a local buyer that knows and is familiarized with the area, or a foreign buyer?
I really don't mind. I really don't.
No?
No. Because we're here to educate and inform and guide them through the process. I like to stay maybe within 60-mile radius or an hour from maybe here, Aurora. Maybe pushing it. Then there's your exceptions, but yeah.
Okay. Now let's kick it up a notch and make it a little bit fun.
Okay.
¿Tacos asada o tacos al pastor?
Ooh, I'll take al pastor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With the with the piña?
With a pineapple.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, and a green sauce or hot sauce.
Green or red?
It has to be spicy.
No, but salsa. Green salsa or red salsa?
I like green.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like red.
Yeah.
Horchata o jamaica?
Ooh, another one. You'll make me hungry after this.
I know, right?
Jamaica.
Okay. Mariachi or reggaeton?
Mariachi. That's an easy one.
Okay, so who's your favorite?
Oof. My God, there's a lot of them. Jose Alfredo Jimenez.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Guanajuato, Mexico.
I don't think I've heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Oh,
So
I'll tell
I'm
you.
going to do my
It's a
research.
classic one, yeah.
Yeah? All right. Elote or tostilocos?
Elote. But if I can add something to it, I like
Don't tell me you like it with the
Esquite.
feet. You like it with the
Yep.
feet? Do you?
esquite, yep. And spicy too. Has to be spicy.
I tried to do it. I couldn't.
It's good elotes Gomez right here.
Yes,
Yep.
that's local.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Now, I guess with the elote, I am getting hungry.
Yeah.
Do you like it on a cup or on a stick?
Cup. Because I'm driving a lot.
Oh, you
Yeah.
eat
yeah,
in.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Steak will be too much. I'll be messy. And then I get to my show and they're like, what the hell happened?
Okay. Now, menudo or pozole?
Pozole.
Do you like it green, white, or red?
I like them all, but my mom makes a really good green one.
Yeah.
Not that I'm biased, but yeah, her green pozole was.
I never
good.
knew that there was white
Yeah.
pozole.
Yeah, that's more like Guerrero or like.
Jalisco, no?
I haven't seen it from Jalisco, but I just know like maybe from Guerrero and maybe like Mexico City, that area.
That's true. Okay. This is the last one with the food, and I'll stop.
All good.
Mole or enchiladas?
Mole.
Sweet or spicy?
I like them both, but I'll take spicy.
Yeah, spicy. It has to be spicy.
Yeah, I like spice.
Do you know what pipián is?
Yes.
Do you like pipián?
Yeah.
I love it too.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so I'm done with my.
Man, I was having fun
I know,
with
'cause
those.
I kept going.
I
could keep going.
with those. Okay.
Okay, one last one.
Okay.
Because now I'm really thinking.
Okay.
Tortas or torta?
Ahogada?
Yes.
I don't like tortas. Yeah.
You don't like tortas?
I mean, if I'm super hungry, yes.
You haven't had a good torta.
I don't know. More taco.
Remember the gas station tortas right there on Root Street? They used to have.
I don't.
No?
I don't. But what I'm coming to my mind, I like semitas poblanas.
Oh, those are delicious too.
Yeah.
Oh, tamales too. Yeah. All right. What kind of tamales?
Rajas.
Really?
Yeah.
I love my red ones.
Yeah.
Unos rojos de puerco.
Yeah. All right, change it up.
Are we going after lunch, right? All right. So, you being a real estate agent, do you think that you did do the correct career path?
Yes. COVID. The reason I want to say this because COVID had such a. How do I want to say it? Like a big boulder on the way, and not just me. Like I'm assuming everyone. it was like this big boulder right there, and all of a sudden, I feel like I was in a good rhythm. You know, I started off in 2019, and before COVID hit, maybe I had about maybe 6, 7 transactions already, and I was like,
on your first
awesome,
year? That's
yeah,
awesome.
And then all of a sudden, boom, and I'm like.
It stopped. It put it at a halt.
Oh, for me, I know other agents were like, "Oh no, I was super busy," blah blah. But for me, oh man, and there were moments I wanted to quit.
Yeah,
I wanted to quit.
Because I'm sure a lot of people didn't want you in their houses.
A lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Kind of like how it is right now. A lot of uncertainty with the Hispanic community, and not just Hispanic community. Overall, like, no, the rates are high, no, the war, no, the president, no, this, no, the tariffs.
You can go on, right?
Yeah. So one thing what I did taught me during the whole COVID year, just keep going. And I like to listen to a lot of motivational speakers, YouTube, on the internet. And one of them is, I can't remember top of my head right now, but let me get to it. Let me look on my phone real quick, because I'm gonna.
It's gonna bug you if you don't remember.
I want to give credit to that guy. He is great.
Well, I guess you're completely right. You know, us as humans, we can adapt very easily. And so with all of these changes, we can either take it as a negative, or we can adapt to it and roll with the punches and go and figure it out. And I think as long as you have a will and you want to keep pushing it, I think we all can make it. Especially right now, since renting a house is the same price as buying a house. It's, you know, so it's not a huge shift on that part. Now the only thing that it would be, it's your house. You know, you take pride in it, so then you're gonna, anything that you put into your house, any updates in it, it's gonna go for you. You're, like you said, it's gonna go towards your equity. You're gonna be, and it's gonna be more of an investment for you, other than like the landlord that's gonna, if you do any updates to it. Yeah.
Well, one of them, Les Brown. Les Brown. Thank you, Google. I had to look for it. Sorry, Les Brown. He's great. He is great. Among others that I also listen to, but he's a big one that I want to say it got me through COVID.
Good.
Because if you ever listen to him, he has a lot of good personal
experiences,
personal stories that he applied it to his life. And just to share a little about him, I think he's a twin, and he was a retarded twin. He has some learning disabilities. Yes, but he got through all that. Whenever you get the chance, listen to him. His speeches are long, and once you listen to him, you're like, wow.
It makes sense. It puts everything in perspective.
Yeah. Wow. He says you gotta be hungry.
Well, I am, after I just did this and that. But I know we're about to wrap up the show, and I don't want to take much time.
No, it's 9:28.
One thing we did learn is we got some good food, especially out here in Aurora. You know, if you ever want some good elotes Gomez, shout out to them.
Yes. And then also Curtis put Jim Rohn. He's also a good speaker.
Oh, there you go.
And I just want to say, everyone who tune in, Jose Paez, thank you, big friend of the program. And also, he's with the last Fridays in McCarthy Mills every last of the month. So don't miss it. It's July 25th. We're going to be out there, and it's going to be his birthday. So
he's a Cancer.
Exactly.
Happy birthday.
So thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we switch it up a little bit.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun, and I'm also hungry.
Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate it. You know, that you interviewed me today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us, and you stay tuned for Buenos Dias, Aurora.
Feeling bullied by your bank?
Hey, I got a random overdraft fee.
You've reached our main menu. If you're disputing an overdraft fee, please press 4. Or just hang up and call back tomorrow.
Are you pretending to be a robot?
Goodbye.
Stop banking the same way, expecting different results, and start banking where you matter. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
YEP gives me a lot of hope for the future, not just here locally, but as those kids go out into the world and they share their perspectives and their passions, it's going to going to be infectious. It's going to spread. So they're just an amazing organization that sets their partners and this community up for success. The future of this community